What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today. We're going to be testing out the run block ratings on Madden 22 franchise. Now, I imagine these are going to work for actual in-game. I might test them as well, just in case. Otherwise, what's the point of ratings? But obviously, as you can probably tell from the thumbnail or the title, we're going to be looking at 99 in the run block ratings and comparing that to 0 in those ratings. Now, I also may need to do another sim just to test overall, so I might have to drop these guys as pass block ratings and raise the other ones, so then at least the overalls are the same, because it could be completely overall based rather than ratings based, because I do know in some of our rebuilds, we'll have guys that are really high rated. They do well not allowing sacks and will run the ball well, but they'll have the wrong ratings. We have interior guys that are finesse based, which once again, interior blocking and interior block shedding, you're going to be kind of expecting power guys to be on the interior. So if you're a finesse blocker and your power blocking sucks and you're going against power rushers all the time, you shouldn't be doing as well. But it might just be because of the the ratings, the overalls anyways. So we'll test that out if there is a difference, which once again, hopefully there is, right? 99 power blocking for run, finesse blocking, impact blocking, and lead block and awareness and strength compared to 0. There should be a bit of a difference, right? There should be. But at least once again, with this experiment, it's actually an experiment that matters, not just some stupid experiment we've done where it just doesn't even matter. There's a lot of times where I'm changing linemen in or out based on those ratings in sim. So if they don't matter, I kind of just need to go for overall, or maybe not even have to worry about, oh, is that new? Oh, I forgot this is my offline freaking roster, dude. No. But yeah, there are a lot of different kind of, wow, 7 and 10 with this improved team. I did load the right one, right? I mean, the offensive line looked pretty good overall. The overalls were high in general. What is wrong with this game? The Browns are always key competitors, and yet, I don't know, dude. I don't get it, dude. They're always so good in sim. We boost their ratings, even to the wide receivers. You can't get even close to the run block ratings. I don't know if they're going to show you 99 run block. You can't even get close to that for wide receivers. I'd say the highest is probably Allen Lazard at 77 run blocking, and yet they missed. This team would be unstoppable with those ratings. I mean, any team really would be. Let's take a look at the rushing numbers. I can't even say that is even confidently higher than the normal Browns. And I'm not going to call this a fluke, because it's not a fluke when your ratings are that good and you miss. That's just bad coding, simply put. I'm sorry, but it's just factual. Of course, the screen may look a little weird because we are offline. Hopefully that's not the case, but at the end of the day, I don't see why it would be, because my game's still really updated. So, I mean, the game should still have a decent patch. Will Chubb still have decent, awards or whatever, maybe? I don't know. He's number 8. I mean, that's just terrible, dude. What's the excuse there? I mean, I imagine we will see a decrease from the other team. But in general, we should have seen better here. And I know you're probably thinking, he had 2,000 yards. But that's not even far off what he would normally have. And I know the Browns' offensive line is pretty decent, so can't really expect too much. But I guess the more telling thing would be if the other team doesn't have much of a downgrade. Can I not delete these rosters? I clicked retire, and it just said simulating. And then I backed out, and it was still there, of course. I also did do that for the tight ends and fullbacks, or fullback in this case, if you couldn't tell. But obviously the overalls are much lower, which, once again, may require me to make another roster after this, because, yeah, I don't want to just have it be overall based, but I would imagine it's because of the ratings being 0, right? I mean, those are pretty zero-ly looking ratings. It's pretty low. But yeah, I mean, let's get into it right away and see what happens. All right, we can definitely say that the record was worse, which is honestly surprising even then. We can definitely also say that the running game was worse, but maybe not by a whole lot. I mean, yeah, sure, a whole yard per carry less, but yeah, not by a whole lot. I mean, I can definitely say they do matter, but it's not what you think. I'm actually going to do that the third sim. I'm doing it. I do not care. I do care, actually. I really don't want to. But I just don't think it's conclusive enough. I honestly think if we raise the ratings of the other linemen by raising their pass blocking and, you know, whatever, we might see that the run game's still going to be decent. They just won't have the run block ratings, which will look really dumb. So I was today years old when I learned that fullbacks are not people too. Yeah, is blocking for run blocking isn't good, but 63 overall for 99 short, 99 medium, 99 deep, 99 catch, all these things. I mean, sure, dude. I mean, I guess. I put trucking at 99. I guess it didn't save, but we do have decent overalls now, but once again, 0 in the run block stuff. Didn't change the awareness, didn't change the strength, so there's no excuses. If this team blocks well on the ground, we found another flaw. We're on all Madden as well. I know the Jags aren't the best team in the world, but if 0 is to be believed, this should be instantaneous death for us. And it absolutely was not. They got a little bit of a push, but a push isn't the same as block shedding. Let's go to the outside here. And, I mean, I don't see... I mean, I don't know. Like, they're stacking right now. We should absolutely be just completely beat here on the ground. And once again, it's not a great run, but it's also not a loss, right? A 3-yard gain when they're stacked up like that, they're expecting run. You know, imagine we actually had good run block ratings, although it doesn't seem like it matters. A little bit of a shed, I suppose. But once again, when you're thinking of 0, the definition of 0 means, like, you should instantly walk. Like, it should literally be like butter. You know, it's not the case either. You know, they're finding some okay lanes, which could be affected by, you know, impact blocking or lead block. But as far as actually winning sheds against us, they just aren't. They just simply aren't. They're winning them at a pretty normal rate, right? Like, I mean, this is a huge run. Like, that's like 15, 20 yards in a 4th and 1 situation when they're, you know, stacked up again, ready to stop the run, knowing we're going to run it. I don't think the ratings matter. I just simply don't. You know, there's a little bit of block shedding there, I suppose, but as far as the definition of 0, not even close. But let us go on and, I suppose, see if it matters in Sim, which is kind of the bigger expectation, right? Because typically in, at least from what I've understood, when upgrading players, you can't really choose to run block or anything like that, but I suppose when you're going for free agents, you know, if you're a sim team that's trying to run the ball more, if their run block ratings are low, you might normally skip them, but now maybe you're like, well, now I don't even care, I just want the overall, so we'll find out, because once again, high pass block ratings and all that didn't change the awareness, didn't change the strength, but their ratings are higher, like their overall is higher, so maybe this team will match the high run block team, which would then just prove that it's all about overall and has nothing to do with ratings at all. And yes, I know ratings reflect overall. You know, they give the overall, but you know what I mean. Run block ratings. Stop getting so technical. This is why Grandma doesn't call anymore. And I even went on an offline. I have internet connection now, and I still went with the offline roster just to guarantee there was no funny business. I will say, though, this maybe has proven that the ratings do matter, because that first team with all the 99s in run block and all that, they had 5.8 yards per carry. Touchdowns kind of similar. Less yards, though, on almost the exact same carries. Even the backup numbers were worse. The quarterback rushing numbers were worse. Did we finally see EA do something right? I like to see it. I mean, I like to see it. And this team did win more games in general. So the pass block ratings did seem to maybe help the pass game a little bit more in general. So fair enough. I mean, that's kind of conclusive, right? The highest run block ratings team put up by far the best numbers, and the teams without still, I mean, it's obviously not perfect, right? They have zeros, yet the run game isn't putting up like 1 yard per carry. But as far as comparing the two, there does seem to be a difference. So once again, not perfect at all, but at the same time, can you really account for some freaking idiot making 0 run block ratings on your players? You know, they kind of expect, okay, hey, the guys are going to be in the 60s to 70s at minimum. Will allow them to okayly block, right? Like even in real life, some of the worst linemen ever can have their moment. Some of the worst linemen can sometimes beat the best. It's not common, but it happens, obviously, from time to time. But yeah, that's going to be the experiment for today. If you guys have any other kind of experiments you want to know, kind of myths to be busted, let me know in the comment section below. I literally had it before I started this one. Right as I was starting, I was like, oh, that's another good idea. I think it was to do with blocking as well. I can't remember, to be honest. This started out as going to be, does blocking ratings matter for tight ends or fullbacks? But then I was like, you know what? I don't even know how many times the tight end or fullback blocks in Sims, so I've just do the whole damn team, right? So anyways, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe, maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK Plays. Definitely check that out. Definitely subscribe. I love uploading over there. Haven't really done it a whole lot lately, but hey, you can help me by subscribing. That's how it works. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? Got to read the script. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!